Open continues back at Ash Stadium. The third round matchup featuring qualifier Ramon Delgado from Asunción, Paraguay, and the number 2 seed Andre Agassi. Opening game, and it goes to Delgado. He holds his serve in a long opening game, and we're underway. This match winner will face next either Roger Federer or Shane Schalken. They're playing currently on one of the outside courts. Federer took the opening set.
Nice change of pace for Delgado, who in 3 tries at the US Open had never won a round. Now he qualified and has won 2 matches.
He's the Paraguayan number 1, coached by the best ever in that country's tennis history, Victor Pecci.
French Open finalist back in the day.
Bjorn Borg beat him in '79.
That's right.
And that, by the way, is where Delgado had his best ever result. Beat Pete Sampras, who we just saw play so well and reached the round of 16. This is his next best ever result at a slam.
That was '98. Then the next year, knee surgery, and he lost much of the year.
He spent 1 year in the top 100. The year he beat Pete and finished the year 56 in the world. He's been forced to go back to the minor leagues, Dick. And I'll tell you, though, Delgado looks like he's comfortable on this surface. Something to these hard courts, maybe. He's a bigger serve, easier, quicker points.
Oh, a triple break point for Delgado to take the early lead. Good size. He's 6'1", about 170 pounds. Now 24. Nicknamed Perro, Dog. He said, I'd like to be the underdog, become the big dog today. And he breaks of love for an early 2-love lead.
Well, he's undoubtedly aware that Agassi had a real fight against Massou, who's also from South America. That's going to lift his confidence and his belief in himself. And here's Andre now, 31 years old.
Oldest left in the men's draw. And certainly not playing like the old man in this championship.
Love 15.
Delgado has to make use of his height. And I mean, not just on serve, but just staying tight to the baseline. And he's going to want to jump all over Agassi's shots and try to spit him back at him even quicker, because if he starts drifting beyond that baseline, he can't possibly win this match.
So, Mary, you're suggesting he trade baseline rallies with Agassi.
15.
He's got pretty good pop on the serve already. 122 miles an hour, Delgado.
I think he does have to play quick points, though. I mean, Andre Agassi, that's why he loves 5-setters so much. He loves to make matches against guys like this, against anyone. Very physical affairs. And he's in good enough shape to do that. That's what he's going to do. He's just going to work the ball against Delgado.
Well, if he's thinking down the road, though, Mary, he played Meligeni in the 3rd round at Roland Garros. That was a tough, long 4-set match. Squilari gave him a handful of 5-setter, and I think, frankly, he ran out of gas. I mean,
he definitely.
Forget the Bill Clinton situation. That was another issue. But he really ran out of gas against Grosjean in the quarter. So even he wants to not sit out there and play long 4- or 5-set matches as he progresses.
President Clinton was in Paris to watch the Agassi match, and on his arrival, Agassi seemed to play his worst tennis.
No, that was a mental situation more than a physical, in my opinion. I mean, Andre tried to say after the match, you know, and he kept saying that he didn't even notice Clinton. Well, the guy got a 2-minute standing ovation on Court Central, so he definitely noticed him. And I think he's still aggravated himself for having lost his concentration. He just easily won the 1st set.
Had a couple chance Chances for Agassi to break back. Great point. Agassi with a breaker. It's 2-1. CBS Sports coverage of the U.S. Open continues after this word from your local station. Delgado and Agassi trade early breaks. Andre serving at 1-2. And his first double fault. Agassi with 49 career titles, 6 majors, twice the winner here, 94 and 99.
Don't shortchange him, Dick. He won number 7 Australian Open this year.
My math is not good.
Yanked on that forehand, but Agassi had constructed the point just as he wanted it to. Just taking Delgado coast to coast, wearing him out. Sometimes he'll spend a whole set just wearing out a guy, so he's got nothing left. He could squeeze the trigger at certain times in the rally, and he just keeps it going, grinding him.
Checking other scores earlier in the action on this beautiful Saturday in New York. Pete Sampras rolling through in straights. An upset. Xavier Malisse knocks out Tim Henman. And the French women had a big early Saturday. Testu won, Toziat won, Mauresmo victorious. Number 5 seed on the women's side, Kim Clijsters. She's through to the 4th round, the last 16. Dementieva won her way to the semis last year. She has a victory today. There's the Toziat score. Now Agassi digging out of love 30, and now a point for 2-all. Drop shot good enough. It is 2-all. For complete U.S. Open. 2-all here. Delgado and Agassi with Ramon Delgado to serve.
15.
Roger Federer and Shane Shulkin. Federer the winner of the first set. Greg Rosetsky up a set.
30.
That match is on serve. 30 love.
That is where Delgado has really improved his game, winning some free points off that serve. It's all clicking in for the clay court players now. Bigger serve makes things easier for us. Don't only need to go to net when you shake hands.
40.
South Americans have made it very interesting in this first week of the U.S. Open Championship. They've, even in defeat, have played very well. A couple of aces thrown into that. Hold that love. It's 3-2. Andre Agassi serves 2-3 opening set against Ramon Delgado.
talked about Delgado trying to get him to stand at the baseline. He's just not comfortable there, though.
No, he's not. That's exactly right. If you're a dirt baller, you know, you're used to hanging back a lot farther. Remember how Bjorn Borg stood at the French Open. And it was Andre Agassi who really made it popular to hug that baseline, rob his opponents of time.
Well, Jimmy Connors was doing that long
That's
before
right.
Agassi
That's
was doing
right.
it. Andre's like an updated version of Jimmy. A little bit bigger, a little stronger, harder hitter, the rackets, used to the weight room.
It's an interesting contrast, isn't it, these two, when you look at the backswing and preparation. Agassi generating so much power from such a short jabbing stroke. I mean, he's just so compact. Delgado, the bigger flowing strokes.
So there's all the argument you need for taking a big stroke. I mean, not necessary. You turn your hips. Now, he didn't get around quickly enough there. You turn your hips, you time it right, particularly on a court that plays this fast. You don't need to take big swings. Even Delgado, who's a South American clay court player predominantly, has shortened his backswing on the backhand side.
Agassi logs his first ace. And a point from 3-all. And he outslugs Delgado, and that exchange, it is 3-all. Our overhead shots courtesy of Goodyear. Our blimp is the Goodyear Blimp Stars and Stripes, housed in Pompano Beach, Florida. Thanks to the pilot and crew on board providing us with our aerial shots today. Cruising in the blue above New York. Gusty winds, but temperature very pleasant today. 70 degrees in the 70s, and humidity down into the 70s finally.
Very tight net possibly allows Delgado to run this down, but he just doesn't do enough with it. This is going to be easy pickings for Agassi.
And Andre is moving so well. I mean, that's the thing that sticks out most about his form at this year's U.S. Open. And he, as he says, when I move well, I give myself so many more options. And being that fit and being that quick makes you look so much smarter on the court. You can do so many more things. And that's why Jennifer Capriati has had the year she's had.
She's become a magna cum laude all of a sudden. These two fellas have played once before on hard courts where Agassi defeated Delgado 6-3. So Ramon hoping to make a match of this. This is best of 5. Don't forget here.
Delgado in that first set of that. He had 3 set points in the first set against Agassi back in Indy '98.
He was quick to remind us of that in our chat yesterday. Didn't win, but I was close to at least taking that opening set.
Well, remind him he's down triple break point here. 3-all.
And Delgado had 2 love games.
And at love, Agassi breaks. He takes the lead, 4-3. And we welcome you back to New York. Andre Agassi now with the lead, 4-3 opening set.
Love 15.
His second double fault.
He's not happy with the sky cam either, Andre.
Check other scores. Shulkin trying to level that match at a set all. Rosetsky and Zavaleta trying as well to go a set each.
These new innovations that the USTA is trying to incorporate, the sky cam and the big screens, not gone over well with Agassi Sampras.
It just clipped the outside of the line.
Just don't move it right now.
Yeah,
Bob,
trying to
Bob,
use that,
please.
use that during the towel offs or between points, but certainly not during. So it casts a shadow and at times described as what? A
Squirrel.
a squirrel running across the court. Tough enough to play this game. Oh, Delgado now with a second serve at love 30, a chance perhaps to break back. And now a triple breaker for the Paraguayan. He remembers being in the stands in 1987 when Paraguay, in a great tennis moment for them, defeated the United States Davis Cup competition. And the winner. He looks right back at love. 4-all.
Agassi has played a couple very loose games, and this is what he usually does to his opponents. Delgado steps right in, blasts a winner. He's broken Agassi twice, and it's now 4-all first set.
Agassi coach Brad Gilbert.
He's got that A's hat on again. A early matchup, playoffs, Dick. A's Yankees again.
7 years with Agassi. That's been a long, successful marriage.
13.
Yeah, but Andre decided to marry Steffi Graf, you know, after it was all said and done. That'll be happening. That'll be happening after the
Where is Steffi, and when are they going to be married officially? She is here in New York, but has not been sighted here at Arthur Ashe today.
You guys should pretty much have memorized it by now. We got Sampras, Rafter, presumably. If he beats Lepenny tonight, Agassi, Federer, the probable matchup. That's to get to semis where there'll be 4 people left, then 2 more to go.
Second double fault, first double fault for Delgado. 30-all at 4-all opening set. Second ball ace, his 4th, and there's Victor Pecci, who was the star in that '87 Davis Cup win over the U.S. Beat Aaron Krickstein in the 5th match.
Krickstein, Arias, Flack, and Seguso, and that loss took the U.S. down into the minors in the Davis Cup.
Game Delgado.
Delgado. 5-4 in the opening set. Just after 3:30 in the East, and Andre Agassi serving under a 4-5 score, trying to stay in this opening set against Ramon Delgado.
He's put in 20 serves to this point and only won 8 of them. Well
constructed first point. Here's the Big video screen for replays, information. That's new this year. You say that bothered Agassi and Sampras? Why?
Well, the other players, they're showing the match live for the people up top. But Agassi and Sampras are two guys who have asked that it be turned off while they play. And we'll just show these stats.
So the live coverage will normally appear on that large screen during the match, so you can actually watch yourself play if you're tempted to take a peek.
The young guys like that, Roddick among others. They like to see themselves up there. It pumps them up.
I have a feeling that would have bothered you too.
Come on, you know better than that. I loved getting that crowd into it up there, way up top.
Preening away as you might have wanted to do. Huh?
Oh boy.
Delgado.
2 points from the opening set is Ramon Delgado.
It's right on the line.
Agassi now a point for 5-all.
Delgado still winded from that previous point, unable to even make an attempt, and it's Andre Agassi leveling the first set, 5-all.
I'm just trying to imagine if they had showed an Aki Mackham shot of a ball that you thought was incorrectly called on the big screen during the match.
That's where everyone could look and see how
That's
often I was right.
Oh boy. Andre still hasn't gotten quite the feel for the Delgado serve. Sometimes it comes through the court very quickly. That one had a big old mule kick on it.
And for a guy who returns as well as Agassi, the greatest, along with Connor Simi of all time, you better keep him guessing. Mix up the spins and the pace and the placement. Otherwise, you watch balls like this go by you. And there it goes.
You don't think of it, the hacker, as a weapon, return a service, but it certainly is for this man, isn't it?
Well, that's when people talk about the serve. They don't realize you can also hit the return a lot harder.
And now a double breaker for Agassi to take the lead once again.
Keep in mind also Delgado is a qualifier, so he's already played 5 matches to get here, and now he's playing against the toughest guy to play physically. Agassi will try very, very hard in this match to take Delgado's legs out from under him.
To Agassi. He'll serve for the opening set when we return after this word from your local station. And part of the story of this opening set, unforced errors, 7 for Agassi, 16 Delgado, and Agassi serving for the set. Logs his second ace.
some tough on that side. Agassi normally very sound, even on the backhand overhead, floats that one long.
Fighting the wind and the sun. That's a lob, not a bad play there.
Delgado knows he's going to have chances on the Agassi serve. They've also already traded numerous breaks in this first set. Delgado determined to take this to a tiebreaker.
And he gets 2 break points.
15-14.
And that's the type of depth that's going to win him tennis matches. If he can keep the ball that close to the baseline, he'll be in good shape, Ramon Delgado.
Agassi 3 for 3 in tie breaks, and Delgado 2 for 2 in previous chances.
13-14.
There's one, or in break points rather. There's one breaker erased, and a 117-mile serve from Andre Agassi. And another. Back to deuce. Let is the call from chair umpire Mike Morrissey.
Well, a huge eruption from the crowd, because no way did they think Agassi would even get to this. But not only that, hit the winner. Man, is he covering some court.
And that was a forehand whistled from Delgado's side. Set point Agassi. And he logs the first set at 7-5. 41 minutes. And welcome back. Andre Agassi 7-5 in the opening set. We're underway in the second. Love 15, Delgado on the line.
30-15.
Now 30-15. That was a nasty spin on that miss hit from Agassi in the wind.
That's frustrating to an opponent when Agassi doesn't even hit the strings. I mean, that's right off the frame, bounces in, and just misses that forehand. Get the AccuView Mac Cam outs on that one.
Just wide. Delgado
First
holds to
game.
open the second set. And pause to test the gray matter. A little tennis trivia. Here's our Aflac trivia quiz. Agassi, Anderson, and Stolle. What do they have in common? We presume as Grand Slam champions.
Got me.
Well, we've stumped one expert. We'll have the answer in a moment.
Love 15.
Reminder again tomorrow and Monday, 11 o'clock Eastern time, 8 o'clock on the West Coast, 7 hours of coverage from here in New York. And tomorrow and Monday should feature some brilliant tennis as we tighten the squeeze on the top seeds, and they'll be battling against one another. One of those tomorrow will be Andy Roddick, Alex Correia.
And Monday, Andre Agassi, presuming he gets by Delgado, is inching his way towards a matchup with Roger Federer, who's up 2-0 in a break. And Agassi sees the short ball, takes it early. His hand-eye coordination, he picks up the ball sooner than even the
14-15.
probably all the players in the world. I mean, forget the mere mortals that just go out and play tennis. I'm talking about this guy sees it coming off your racket and gets himself in position probably better than anyone in the history of the sport.
Hits it earlier than anybody.
You can't teach that, though, Eric. That's a tough thing to teach.
Well, how many times have we seen him just half volley from the baseline, just makes a tough shot look so easy. Ace number 4 for Agassi. It's 1-all in the second. I wonder if they ever officially announced his visual acuity. Was he 2015, 2012? Ted Williams was 2012.
If there's such thing as 24, that's what he is, because he's out of this world.
In other words, what a normal vision you would see at, say, 12 feet, he can move back to 20 and see it just as well. Or in your case, you have to move to 4 feet to see what he does at 20.
He positions himself exceedingly well. So you notice in this match and almost every match he plays, his opponent is moving around the court a lot more than he is. So there's another fatigue factor. Forget how much Delgado, for example, has already played the 3 qualifying, the 2 matches. This is not the A+ Andre Agassi we're seeing. We're seeing about the B+. You know, it's difficult conditions to play your A stuff.
He's taking it well, though. I mean, he knows this match is all up to him, that all he's got to do is execute a little bit better, and he can get out of here in 3. That's very nice.
Ramon Delgado in his 4th U.S. Open.
And again, that is Delgado's best chance to play quicker points. 4th U.S. Open for Delgado, 16th straight for Andre Agassi. And he's gotten at least to the 4th round 10 times.
Whereas Delgado dismissed in the opening round his 3 previous trips here. All the excitement begins at 3 Eastern. Tim Brando, Spencer Tillman, college football today. We are in the season now into the month of September. Andre Agassi, Ramon Delgado. Agassi up a set and serving 1-2 in the second. Let's move around the grounds and check out their scores. Matches in progress. Federer now closing in on a victory against Shulkin. Zabaleta even with Rosetsky. They're on serve, by the way, in the third set. The wind has seemed to die a bit since midday as we approach 4 o'clock here in the east. Not quite the gusts that we experienced in the Sampras match. It's 2-all. Let's check our Aflac trivia question. I know they were all U.S. Open champions. Mary, before the answer.
With a little help. Each one of these guys was unseeded winning the U.S. Open.
You might have missed on Agassi. That's correct. All unseeded champions here. Agassi, Anderson, and Stolle.
Jimmy Malamy of Douglaston had the answer to that one. He slipped it to me.
You have some crack assistant.
Been a little bit of a down dip in Agassi's game since he secured that first set.
Andre's a showman. He knows we got a couple hours to go. I mean, come on. It's from Vegas.
And speaking of Vegas, he'll have his annual fundraiser out there for as many charities. They expect to raise $4 to $5 million next month. A lot of top entertainers have cooperated in helping Andre do so many outstanding things in his city of birth and home, Las Vegas. To be applauded.
Yeah, that's vintage Agassi there. And he knows the wind is behind him, so he gives us an extra strong flick of the wrist, and Delgado knows all too well that was going to bounce inside the baseline. So I understand with some of those millions that he's raised, Dick, he's opened up his own school. How many athletes
Boys and
say that?
Girls Club, a couple of schools, and he's going to be involved with his sister, a big fundraiser up in Seattle as well in October for breast cancer cause, fight against breast cancer. You know, his mother and his sister last year announced shortly before the Open having breast cancer, and it was a distraction obviously to Andre, who lost in the second round. Second double fault. So on October 7th up at Key Arena in Seattle, have Extreme 3 tennis championship will be Jonathan Stark and Sampras and Martina Navratilova. Jim Courier, Agassi will all participate. Great cause. His sister is the spokesperson.
Game, Delgado.
3-2 on serve in the second. Agassi up a set. And the National Tennis Center. You see some of the 45 courts, 9 indoor. Main stadium, Arthur Ashe Stadium, where we find Andre Agassi up a set against Ramon Delgado and serving at 2-3 in the second.
Delgado researched Arthur Ashe Stadium there. He covered a lot of territory to lose that point. Just the type of point Agassi loves to play.
Keep in mind that Delgado finished last year at 252. He's up to 119 this year, so he's certainly one of the ATP Tour's I mean, he's in contention for comeback player of the year, but he had knee surgery. In fact, by the orthopedic surgeon of the Mets, not far from here, David Alchek. He missed 4 months of 2000, and then had to take off another 4 months because he wasn't quite ready to compete. So, I mean, that Agassi's moving him around so much. And after all the tennis he's already got in him, he's going to want a hot bath tonight.
Game Agassi.
At love, Agassi, 3-all.
When you look at his record this year, Mary, I'm sure that fatigue's not too bad when you look at some of the places he's been to get him back up in the rankings. I mean,
10 challengers. He's only played 4 other ATP events.
The 2001 Belo Horizonte.
Love 15.
Check all the scores, the final results today. All those winners into the last 16 of this 2001 championship. Mentieva had a lot of publicity, but certainly a factor last year, and she advances.
This is what can keep Delgado around in this match. The big serving. Again, I really think he's got to play pretty short, aggressive points to have a shot. He'll have to wait for this napkin to drift beyond the court.
Well, almost any professional tennis player on the men's side. Boy, this is a good catch. It's not that good. It wasn't like catching a baseball.
Don't encourage him.
It was a floater.
Realize that the serve has become by far the most important shot in the game. So all these guys out there are working on the power in their serve, winning easier points.
How does a club player build a bigger serve, more power, John?
Well, first it's just serving, because your arm has to get used to what you're throwing at it. I mean, this is not something that comes naturally. You got to build up strength, and presumably there'll be a good, hopefully, club pro to start with. That can teach you some decent technique.
Please.
Use of the legs.
Legs turning to the hips. Timing of the ball toss. A lot of repetitions.
Some great defensive play by Agassi, but the answer to Delgado. 4-3. We'll be back after this word from your local station. Every angle covered here, Arthur Ashe Stadium, and this view from the WorldCom Skycam. Second set, Agassi serves on serve at 3-4, up a set. And it looks more and more as if the winner of this will meet Roger Federer, the 13th seed in the round of 16. Federer close to defeating Sheng Shalkin.
Delgado, to his credit, has lifted the level of his game when it appeared he may have started fatiguing at the end of that first set. And he is playing some fabulous tennis.
High ballistics in this second set. Again, I do think he's weary, Delgado, and this is exactly what he should do against Agassi.
Love 30.
Just really go after the guy early in the point.
And this is going to get the blood flowing. He's up 4-3 now. Love 30. He's closing in on leveling this match.
No breaks in this second set. The opening for Delgado.
15-30.
This is where you always have to hit it so hard. He senses, or he maybe even saw Delgado leaning to the center of the court, just slices it away for a winner. Use every inch of that court. Positively Sampras-like up there with that solid backhand volley. It's two things, even at when it started a couple years ago. The fitness, but serve has improved, hits that better, wins more points, and his volley. Same serve. Delgado surprised again.
Number 5.
From back there, maybe perhaps do better to see when you bounce backwards, that gives him even more of an angle. You got to step into that. Cut it off.
Agassi forcing Delgado to hit more than just one winner to end a point. Again, it's that remarkable quickness and the physicality of Agassi's game now. And he says he's a better athlete now than he's ever been. He says, I can step up, I can hit the backhand in both directions, I can kind of do everything. I can hit a variety of shots, high, low, deep, short. My serve is better, so's my volley. And the construction of points that I use is better.
Add it all up and it spells maturity, doesn't it?
That's right.
That's for sus.
Agassi actually said about getting into shape when he lost to Wielander 6-love in the 5th at the 88 French semis. He said, I knew at 5'11" and 145 pounds I wasn't going to win a major.
Game Agassi.
It's 4-all. Agassi up a set, 4-all in the second, and we mentioned Roger Federer and Sheng Shalkin, and Shalkin has broken and is at 5-all in the third set. So Federer still in a battle there to advance, although in command. Number 6 for Delgado. And 5-all in the third set. A set all. Zabaleta and Rosetsky out on court 11.
30 love.
Back-to-back aces. That one at 112, but well directed.
I like this strategy. Don't let Agassi hit it. You keep that up.
Keeps that up, he'll be one in the world.
No more of these baseline dialogues.
What's the record?
You knew he had to go for it. Go for it again.
And at love, Delgado keeps the pressure on in the second set. And welcome back to Flushing Meadows, New York, just outside Manhattan. We're at Arthur Ashe Stadium. Andre Agassi, the number 2 seed, owns the opening set and is serving to stay in the second set. Surprising performance from Ramon Delgado, the qualifier. It's wide. Delgado 3 points away from tying this thing up.
And that last point, Andre Agassi tried to give Delgado all different kind of looks. Top spin, flat stuff, high stuff. Doing it again here.
15-all.
You think there's too much being made about Andre Agassi torturing his opponent, make him hit ball, run him, that's really part of his strategy to just totally wear him out, that he actually would like to go 4 or 5 sets of knowing that he's in better condition? Or is that really part of the game plan?
Oh, I think it's a definite part of the game plan. He knows he's so fit.
Another long, tough point that Agassi thought he was going to win until all of a sudden Delgado comes up with this.
15-30. 2 points from the set.
It's not that he wants to go 4 or 5 sets, but in case he does, down the road, he's going to pull this thing out anyway. So this is exactly that type of point. Now he thinks if he prolongs the point a shot or two, he thinks he's going to win the point anyway. He's not giving up on the point, but now you can see Delgado. Look, he's back there. Give me the towel. I'm trying to stall. I need some air badly.
And keep in mind that when Andre Agassi was a young Andre Agassi, he went for shots, big explosive shots all the time. I mean, there was nothing conservative and necessarily thoughtful about his play. Now, Brad Gilbert is telling him, look, man, out-muscle those guys, outwork them, out-fitness them.
With that right
I
there.
think a poll of the men's locker room will say that, yes, in fact, that's a large strategy of Agassi's.
You know, if you're going to play Andre, you're going to get your workout for the day. And
yeah, you got to bring sensible shoes.
it's 5-all. So some mild hope for the 24-year-old Delgado at 15-30 to perhaps even this match. But on we go at 5-all in the second. Agassi up a set.
He played that long point to 30 all. He just was winded. 2 returns missed. Now all of a sudden he's still fighting to get it back. And this is where it's key to see what type of level of conditioning he's got, if he can pull himself together. The good news about working hard is you'll recover fast if Ramon is in fact in tip-top condition. Little luck never hurts.
15.
What I like about it is the fact that he's mixing things up. I mean, little did Agassi expect him to come in on and serve the second serve.
Yeah, though I think that's a function of weariness. I mean, here he's still way behind the baseline. He's actually pooped. I think Ramon is Ramoning a little.
Well, then it's a good play because he's
30-15.
We were talking about serving earlier, Mary Carrillo, and you were itching to make a point. We went to commercial.
Oh, no.
Improving. We were talking about the hackers and how we could improve, I think was the subject at the time.
That's nicely done. Again, he'll take his time, Delgado. Keep in mind, though, even though Agassi is losing some of these rallies, it's Delgado who's, losing his wind.
Neither man at the net with any frequency. Delgado's first serve very effective. Lost only 3 points in the match off his first serve.
In the second set, boy, he's playing a beauty.
Delgado leads 6-5.
So it's 6-5. Delgado in the second set. Agassi 7-5 in the opening set. AccuView MacCam, always good. Welcome back. Agassi serving at 5-6, trying to force a tiebreak for this second set against Ramon Delgado.
15.
And Roger Federer with a 3-set win over Shane Shulkin. He advances and will meet the winner of this match on Monday. And Zabaleta has a 2-set-to-1 lead over Greg Rosetsky. 6th ace for Agassi. 2 points from the breaker.
See, you put your racket out, anything can happen. Just Agassi literally just took a swing at it and went in.
And to the tie break we go. But to Ramon Delgado's credit, he certainly has put some good game on Agassi. He's made him play. There are the 2001 1 and 2 is Delgado in tie breaks. Agassi 11 and 7. Career under 500 for Delgado.
That's awakened the crowd here at Arthur Ashe Stadium.
And Delgado announces he's ready with his 9th ace.
Delgado's actually has more aces and more winners than Agassi in this match. That's why it's so close. He also has more errors.
1-all.
There's that slice serve and another ace. That's been a good weapon for him.
He's noticed Delgado gets defensive and gets way behind the baseline once again, like he is here. So I guess he picks it up quickly and takes advantage.
He's got an underreportedly good serve, Agassi. He moves it around the box. It's not as big as a lot of guys, but it's smarter than most. He's at 67%.
Where'd that come from?
Fall away forehand winner.
It's like the 3-point fall away jump shot there. And he knows he's got to do it here. Just doesn't want to get down 2 sets. It could be toast then.
So the mini break to Agassi now serves 3 points to 2.
This is good for Andre because he's been playing against the wind. That's tougher. So if you can just sneak out this point, he'll have a commanding lead and opportunity. Switch sides after 6 points.
Switch ends. Agassi leading 4 points to 2.
And give credit to that footwork again of Agassi to step in, take it up high, make that shot easier for him. I mean, it's a clinic to watch this guy. Here's the draw again. Sampras is advanced. Excellent win earlier. Federer is already a great player. He's going to win slams in my book at some point.
Lurking is a good adjective to use. A lurking Federer. Nobody really eager to play him.
He's a bit like Andre Agassi. He's very strong off the ground, and he's fit and fast as well. That's the way for Delgado to behave in this tiebreak.
4-3.
He earns that mini break back.
He watches the master Agassi. He just does the same thing to him. Step in, take it early. That shot becomes easier. You can flatten it out and hit it harder.
Well, Agassi knows now that he'll have a chance to serve it out as Victor Pecci, Delgado's coach, leans forward. Wants him to be more aggressive, and he's played that way. There's his lady friend, Alejandra Corvalan. 5-4, and now Agassi with a chance to serve it out.
And how key is this? And again, Delgado's taking a walk out of the batter's box. This is absolutely key because here's this guy's playing pretty well. I mean, he's given Agassi a match, and to play this way for 2 sets and not win either one of them, you know, makes you want to mope around a little bit after that. Have to win 3 straight against this kind of fitness of Agassi's.
Well,
he's getting there.
Back even at 5 points all.
Well,
Underline how close it's been. Agassi with 72 total points, 70 for Delgado.
Got to give those Paraguayans a little bit better seats. Top of the stands. Set to Agassi, 5-all in the tiebreak.
Six, five.
Well, the first set point to Agassi. For a 2-set lead.
You know, Delgado, look at that. He walked all the way over to the ball boy for maximum usage of time in between points. If he loses this, you just got to hope he doesn't depress easily.
I must say, I think he's taking his time because he's enjoying the moment. Being here after what he's been through the last couple of years, it's a great effort for Delgado.
And the set to Agassi in the tiebreak, 7 points to 5. Andre Agassi, 2-set to Lovely. We open the third set. Andre Agassi up 2 sets, new balls. Well, the good news and bad news for Ramon Delgado. Here he is. He's with 71 total points, only 3 less than Andre Agassi's total, and yet he's down 2 sets, and that's the bad news. But he certainly has played a fairly even match to have to swallow a 2-set deficit.
Let's still keep him positive out there. He's playing about as well as he's ever played. And he's got to know that and be feeling good about at least that.
15-30.
When will the letdown come? Could come real soon. If he loses this game, he's going to have to switch, serve against the win. Agassi will be looking to go in for the kill.
Well, Agassi gives his opponents both a fatigued body and a fatigued mind. And Andre Agassi is playing exactly the match he wanted to play out here today.
40-30.
3 easy service points from Love 30.
Zabaleta, big surprise. Up 2 sets to 1 on Ruzetsky. Never won a match here. Another guy never won a match at the U.S. Open.
And another South American playing well. And the hold by Agassi from Love 30. Agassi 7-5, 7-6, and holds to open the third set as we look at some match statistics. There are the winners down below. Delgado 6 more than Agassi.
Agassi normally serves at a pretty high percentage. He doesn't, Mary pointed out, doesn't go for as big a serve. Works on his placement, which is what he should be doing. Delgado's had a good day. Very good day. This is where he's going to have to, like, hit his legs a little bit. You know, come on. Just stick with me another 2.5 hours. It'll be okay.
I think he's got to hit Andre's legs.
Well,
I think that's his best shot.
I don't think that's legal yet in tennis.
Love 15.
Well, athletes in every sport have learned you hit that 30 mark and you have to lose weight, work harder than ever before.
Love 30.
It's like when he was up 30 love, when he lost that point, his shoulders slouched. And now all of a sudden it just looks like it's someone put a little needle in the balloon right now. He's
one pooped Paraguayan.
he's I didn't want to hear that.
Love 40.
So three chances for Agassi to break here and jump out 2-love in this third set.
Four unforced errors in a row for Delgado. He drops it low.
Succumbing to the Agassi engine.
See, this is where the younger Agassi would have started to try to hit winners, but the older one's going to just keep them working. This is where he'll keep him in the points.
That was a wonderful Freudian slip, because you started to refer to the 20-year-old Agassi as the older Agassi, and he did play older than he is now. He's smart, he's better fit. It's a new life for Andre in more ways than one, huh?
Keep in mind also that Andre Agassi, for one reason or another, has taken so many sabbaticals in his long career that he's not as dinged up as someone like Pete Sampras, who worked week in, week out. I mean, went to the library every single night.
And that when he fell off the planet and was had to fight his way back through challenger matches to get back some status, actually that might have been a good thing for him. And in December going to be a father.
Well, he looks a little winded himself from that point. And Delgado's got a ray of hope here.
2 break chances. Weary and wary, however, is Ramon Delgado from that look.
So that's one where he keeps it going. They'll try to get that one. Poor Ramon Delgado. Watch this on this point. Don't make me run after this.
It's grimly beautiful watching Agassi do this to his opponent.
So 2 chances to break back for Delgado, swiped away by Agassi. $16 more unforced from Delgado's side. Oh, not on the line. Another chance to get even here in the third set.
No question about that. I give you Matt Cam call. It's Delgado with a chance again.
That's persist.
there's still some bark left in Perro. He's back on serve in the third.
Rough.
Ramon Delgado back on serve after the break of Agassi's service in the last game. It's 1-2 in the third. Agassi leads by a couple of sets.
15. $13.
13 seed Roger Federer has advanced. He awaits the winner of this one on Monday.
$40.
It's 10 aces now for Delgado.
Ramon Delgado is finding out something about himself, and it's all good because he's played an excellent match. It looked like it was about over when he was down that early break, but back he comes. He can accept this at 40 love.
And he holds. It's 2-all. That is really a feature match. That could be a final in many tour events. That's just the start at Ash Stadium. Leighton Hewitt will be in action, and Louis Armstrong. Monica Seles tomorrow. We'll have some of her play. Big day tomorrow. Hope you'll be with us. And Goran Ivanisevic, the man of many minds, will also be featured.
$13.
We're going to get all that in 7 hours. Boy, that's some day.
And then you still got to go out in the streets and campaign some more. You know, we got to get your 12 hours in. Give. That's all you do, McEnroe. 40 love.
That wasn't a bad serve.
No, I like
through the window earlier today.
Did you have just a little slice on it, or was that your big boomer?
No comment.
Agassi holds that low. 3-2 in the third set. Agassi up a couple of sets. Ramon Delgado has played so very well this qualifier, and yet down 2 sets to Andre Agassi. On serve here in the third. 2-3.
Love 15.
Closing in on the 5 o'clock hour here in the East. What a day. Almost a hint that fall isn't too far away. A little coolness in the air, and the temperature and the humidity dropping into the 70s today. Perfect weather for fans and players, other than the early gusts of wind that made it somewhat difficult for those on court midday. Agassi with a taste of his own medicine as Delgado with the lob.
Oh, what a message he's sending. I mean, a tremendous lob from Delgado, but Agassi wants him to know that he's still going to chase down every single shot, and that puts the pressure on Delgado to hit even closer to the lines, hit even harder, like that.
Unfortunately for Delgado, that return went right back to him because his feet were just was
14
flat-footed, just standing there. He went over the lower part of the net and was able to hit a winner anyway.
Case you're just joining us here, the National Tennis Center. Here are the final results. Action earlier today, and Pete Sampras, the number 10 seed, is advanced to the 16s impressively, as has Roger Federer in straight sets.
Advantage Delgado.
One upset today, 9th seed Tim Henman. The Brit is out in 5. Xavier Malisse advances. Big day for the French. Sandrine Testou joins 2 other French players to the 16 in the women's draw.
And that's another disappointing loss for Henman. Poor result here, and up a break in that 5th set. Kim Clijsters keeps on moving along.
Elena Dementieva excuses on Anke Huber. Mauresmo and Tozia also move on. And Zabaleta Rosetsky 4-all in the 4th. Zabaleta up 2 sets to 1 in that match. And we understand Tomas Johansson and Marcelo Rios, yes, they're underway. Grandstand court 2-all early.
Bad news for Ramon Delgado. Agassi 4 of 4 on breakpoint chances.
And a chance here to move up 4-2 in the 3rd. Well, there he is, playing the big points very well. Agassi breaks to 4-2 in the 3rd.
Agassi leads 4-2.
Brad Gilbert, not a bad player in his day. 20 career titles, he'd remind you.
Frequently?
Well, why not?
Well, he played a very different brand of tennis from Andre Agassi. You know what Brad Gilbert was so good at doing? He knew he hadn't the same talent and power as his opponents, so he would drag them down to his level and then beat them from there. Very aggravating player for a lot of guys.
What was the title of his book? Winning Ugly?
Yep.
15.
5 for 5 on break points.
That's where he's really helped Agassi, that he don't have to look incredible. He just, the bottom line is winning or losing. And slowly but surely over time, Agassi's gotten that sort of blue-collar mentality to his game, just like he showed that previous game to break.
Who's the Brad Gilbert of today? Is there one?
I think it's still Brad.
He retired the honor, huh?
Yeah, let's keep it that way.
Spare a thought for Tim Henman. We mentioned he lost another 5-setter in 7 of his last Grand Slam losses. It's been in 5 sets. That's pretty rough. Wimbledon against Goran, French against Kanyas, Australian against Rafter.
I thought that was an interesting comment from Tony Trabert, that many feel that Henman on the other side, as fans in Great Britain, has underachieved. That perhaps the truth of the matter, as Tony put it, is that he's overachieved with his game. He played with heart, battler, and good guy, and probably gotten as much out of his game as one should expect.
Back-to-back love games for Andre Agassi.
And we welcome you back to Ash Stadium at the National Tennis Center, and Goodyear blimp floats ahead, providing us with those aerial views. Great to
Let me guess, it's
have
the
them
Stars and
aboard.
Stripes.
I just can't. You're
man.
looking at my notes.
30 love.
Delgado down 2-5, trying to stay in this match.
40 love.
Now, Mary, I'm ready for that Agassi serve story because you said it. Okay, dude, come on. Don't let us down now here.
Wow, look at all those aces.
See, we got
13.
13 for Delgado.
3 in that game.
We got one game.
No, all right. I'll quickly tell the story. John, you and I were both lucky enough to be coached by Harry Hopman. And I was coaching for Mr. Hopman when I graduated high school. And there was this woman I was supposed to be helping her. You know, I was supposed to be helping her serve. And I tried everything, use your legs more, torque more, all this stuff. Finally, I got so frustrated. I said to the woman, I said to Mr. Hopman, you got to come over here and help me. I can't get her serve any better. So he took one look at it and then said to her, hit it harder. It got better immediately.
And Agassi 2 points from the 16s and a date with Roger Federer on Monday. You saw the graphic information. We invite you to join us. Playing Trivia Challenge. Just click on tennis at cbs.sportsline.com or AOL keyword CBS Sportsline. And as the shadows creep onto the western edge of Arthur Ashe Stadium, Andre Agassi hits match point.
Out. 40-15. Game, set him up.
Andre Agassi.
7-5.
He now joins the final 16 club of his 2001 U.S. Open.
Thanks. Good luck on the other game.
And bravo to Ramon Delgado. A win-win. A win for Agassi on the court. A win for Delgado's game. Just under 2 minutes of action. 2 hours of action. Andre Agassi prevailing in 3 tough sets over Ramon Delgado. Well done. Bravo, Delgado. He deserves the cheers as well. And so Andre Agassi, and look ahead to a Monday date with Roger Federer, the 13th seed. And the winner then could advance against either Sampras or Afterball. What a tough
That's
one.
a nice little section, isn't it?
Andre Agassi has prevailed at center court here at the USTA Tennis Center.
Well, this has become a tradition for Andre Agassi, sharing the victory with the crowd at Arthur Ashe Stadium, and we'd like to welcome in Andre Agassi to our CBS Sports studio. Congratulations. You know, we keep talking about the old guys. You ever feel like an old guy out there?
I do. Every day I feel more, but yeah, I felt good today, though.
Well done. Patrick?
Another workman-like effort for you, Andre. It's a tough one the other day against Masu, another South American guy who came out of the qualifiers, who's had a tough road the last couple of years, but he pushed you a little bit.
Oh, there's no question. I mean, you know, my last match was certainly a hard-fought one and long one, and today I think I came out a little bit flat. I didn't get off to a great start, but fortunately I got back into that first set and found a way to kind of get the lead. And you know, I think that's when experience kicks in. You get the lead and you kind of learn how to make the match a little bit easier on yourself.
Let's pick up the highlights, Andre. You serving in the first set at 6-5 at deuce now.
Yeah, again, there was a strong pull out there. This time it was opposite. That side I was against the wind, and I was trying to get myself to loosen up on some shots. I mean, this was just sheer luck. I mean, I don't think I hit string at all in that shot. I hit the expensive part of the racket. And, you know, and I was just trying to get myself to execute, and this side I was trying to work the ball a little bit more, but you can't afford to lay off too much against these guys because they have such firepower. Everybody these days can really pound the ball, and they seem taking it to me. And
took you to a tie break in the second set. Now we pick it up there, 3-2. You're serving.
Yeah, short ball. I was just trying to get myself to keep pouncing on those, and I felt like my swing was starting to loosen up a little bit, and I was starting to let it fly a little bit, and fortunately stayed in control.
Once you won that second set, essentially cruise. We always hear you say you like to take the legs out of your opponent. I think points like this did that.
Yeah, at this point it was about closing it out. But again, you can see with the wind on my back, I can just push the ball around and stay in control and manage to kind of make him work overtime there a little bit.
Straight sets. Now Roger Federer awaits. Your thoughts?
Oh, he's an enjoyable player to watch. I tell you, he's a real talent. The guy can do everything in the game. I mean, he's a big serve. Moves well, can snap the backhand, snap the forehand, has great feel at the net. I mean, he's an enjoyable player to watch, and I'm sure he's going to present some problems for me.
I can imagine that it's not going to be as enjoyable maybe to play against him unless you play well. What sort of things does he pose for you that you have to worry about going into the match?
Well, we haven't played each other for a long time. When I played him, he was really young, and you know, it's going to take a little bit to kind of feel each other's game. You know, I'm going to have to feel the pace of his shots and decide how much I'm going to, you know, how big to execute my game. I mean, you know, he looks like he's going to force me to have to step up and play my best tennis, which you know, that's what you expect to do here in the second week of the Open.
Did you get a chance to watch any of Pete's match?
I did. I played after him, so I was kind of staying in tune with that.
Yeah, and what did you think of how Pete looked?
Oh, no question. His game's coming around, you know. He's starting to look real sharp out there. I mean, yeah, playing guys that struggle with a return is always an asset to him, and today he was really able to take his game to use. And I thought he could have played a little bit more aggressively, but Pete looks like he's coming around nicely.
What went through your mind when you saw that very difficult part of the draw? I mean, that's you know, you got Pete, you got Patrick in there, Federer.
Yeah, I mean, between me, Patrick, and Pete, that's a lot of U.S. Open titles just kind of stacked right there.
You got a couple in there too, Andre.
Yeah, but I tell you, you know, you got to beat the best to win here, and the question is, you know, when you play the best, and sometimes you're playing the best before the finals, and you never quite know which match is going to be the most difficult. So you go out there, you keep working, you hope things fall, and that's a perfect example of how it's going to take a little luck to win here, because you know you never know who you're going to play and how great they're going to play that day.
Well done today, straight sets, and good luck as you head into week 2.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thanks.
Good effort, Andre.
Thanks.
Andre Agassi with us at our CBS Sports studio. Still a lot more to come.